Alright, something I don't understand. A lot of the time, girls complain about how they want to find the perfect guy, and all guys are the same, and stuff like that, and they can't find a guy that's going to treat them right. But most of the time, girls go out with guys who are jerks. They go out with the player, knowing he's played other girls before, but somehow they think they're different. And when they get hurt, then they cry and complain, saying how all guys are the same, yet they stay with them. If someone hurts you, why would you? I just don't understand why you would want to stay in a relationship like that. He hurts you, he puts you down, he makes you cry, yet you convince yourself that he loves you and cares for you when he doesn't. I mean, also he's just using you. I mean, I have friends like that. They stay with guys they argue with all the time, fight with, he makes her cry, and he doesn't treat her right, yet you still stay with him and you go after him. You think he loves you? Because he doesn't. He's using you. And you should never make a guy your life, because once you do that and he dumps you, if he breaks up with you, then I guess you could say your life is gone, and that's when most girls fall apart. There's someone out there for everyone, and you have to wait and give it time. You can't rush into relationships just to be in a relationship, because most of the time that doesn't work. You should never date someone that you wouldn't mind marrying. I mean, I guess people date to be cool or just to date, but if you date just to date for the heck of it, it's never going to work out. And my personal thing is, you're not in love 2 weeks into the relationship. People take the word love so lightly, and it really makes me mad. If you just start going out with someone and then you say you love them, I mean, you say it so easily. Love is a strong word. And when someone tells you that they love you, they take that in. When you probably just meant it, whatever, I mean, you just told them that you love them. And I also hate it when people date to get to know the person. If you don't know someone and you go into a relationship with them to get to know them, that just doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't you get to know them, then get into a relationship with them? Because when you already know someone, the relationship's most likely going to last longer, opposed to not knowing the person at all. Then dating them because you find them cute. Like that's what people in high school do. They think you're cute and attractive, and they have a crush on you, so they go out with you. But reality is they don't know anything about you. You may know their name, what kind of grades you get, but you don't know who they are as a person. You don't know their deepest, darkest secrets. You don't hang out with them on the weekends. You don't really know them as a person. You just kind of know what they show you. You don't actually know them. And if you're going to go out with someone, you need to know them inside and out. And you need to love them for their flaws. You can't go out with someone expecting to change them. You have to love people for who they are. And that's why most relationships don't work. Honestly, people don't know each other when they get into relationships. They take the words like I love you lightly, and they don't know how to compromise. Compromise is a big part in a relationship. So if you can't compromise, it's not going to work out. Because when you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, even when you get married, it's no longer just about you. It's about someone else. And when you love someone, you put your needs aside to help them. Like, if I wanted to eat at Burger King and my boyfriend wanted to go to McDonald's, if I said no, we're going to Burger King because I want to go to Burger King, I mean, that's not compromise. You know, I mean, if you care about that person, if you love them, then you wouldn't mind compromising McDonald's for Burger King. You wouldn't mind doing something he wanted to do on a Friday night opposed to what you wanted to do. You wouldn't mind not going shopping to study with him. I mean, relationships are all about compromise. And if you guys can't compromise with each other, then, you know. And another thing is trust. I hate it when couples, they don't trust each other. And when they tell everyone their business, but they don't go to that person directly. If someone goes and tell you, hey, I saw your boyfriend cheating on you, and then you go and break up with them because someone told you that, you don't do that. You go to your boyfriend, hey, so-and-so said that they saw you kissing this girl. Is that true? Then you guys need to talk about it. You can't just jump into action because someone could be trying to break up your relationship. You need to talk with them, and you need to listen when they're talking to you. You can't just talk, yell, scream, not let them explain themselves, and then break up with them, and then cry because you don't have a relationship anymore because you weren't listening. People say that Facebook ruins relationships, but reality is you ruin your own relationships. You can't let other people get into the middle of it. You can't let other people tell you things about your relationship, then believe them straight away, because you should always ask for proof, and you should always talk to your partner first. And it's only fair. I mean, if my boyfriend told me, hey, Bianca said that you were kissing some guy, we're over, I didn't do it. Like, did you want to talk to me about this before you just dumped me? Like, that hurts. And you should never hop from relationship to relationship. Like, if you just go out, if you just break up with a guy, then a couple of days later, weeks later, you go out with another guy. If you really like the first guy, you're not over him. And you're going out with another guy, and, you know, it's just disaster. Give yourself time to heal. And just because you've gotten dumped a couple of times, just because your relationships haven't worked, doesn't mean love's not real. You're young. You have your whole life for love. I mean, I have some people that say, oh, F love, love doesn't exist because their boyfriends broke up with them. But remind you, you're 16. I mean, I know people who are in their late 20s and still haven't gotten married yet, but that doesn't mean love doesn't exist. It just means that God's saving you with someone special. I mean, F love, really? That's what you're going to say because you've had a couple breakups? There's someone out there for you. But if you say F love, forget this, and then never bother, I mean, what's that person, your potential spouse, gonna do? I don't know, I just think people don't look at the big picture. There's someone out there for everyone. Just because you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend right now doesn't mean that you'll never have one, period. Being in relationships work. And if one person's working and the other isn't, then it's most likely not going to work out. I mean, I just don't think people take relationships as seriously as they should. You know? And always remember, you don't need anyone that doesn't need you. Never chase after a guy. Never chase after a girl. Because that makes you look desperate. And like I said, you don't need anyone who doesn't need you. If they can't realize how special you are to begin with, then you have to chase after them. You have to try to grab it to get their attention, and they're not worth it. And especially if they treat you like crap. I mean, they're definitely not worth it. The last thing I'm going to say is don't be a homewrecker. Like, don't try to intentionally break up relationships. Don't be that girl, don't be that guy that the person cheats with on their partner. So then you go out with them thinking that they're going to be dedicated to you, but they cheated on you with the person they cared about. They cheated on the person they cared about with you, so what makes you think that they won't cheat on you with someone else? Like, that, think about it. And my last thing, never date your friend's ex. I mean, I know some people think it's stupid. I thought it was stupid for a while, but like, seriously, if you're going to do that, you should always have their permission first. Hey. I mean, and wait a while. Just wait a while. A couple months after they broke up, hey, I really like this person. Is it alright if I go out with them, even though they're your ex? And talk to them about it. And if they say no, then you can respect that. But if you really have extremely strong feelings for them, not the petty kind of like that will go away, but if you really have strong feelings for them, then I guess let them know that I really care about this person. I'm going out with them with or without your permission. But then that's a choice you have to make, and you have to remember that might ruin your friendship. So that was my rant on relationships. Talk to you guys later. Bye.